ears, one mouth. So always listen. Listen more than you speak. And that's the way the game works, People that you think will be your friend, they're not your fucking friend. People you think that are there to help you, they're not there to help you. Just always remember, you're fucking awesome. You're great. You're badass, man. Never let nobody make you feel like you're not who you are because of the way they feel about you. Fuck their negativity. Their negativity ain't paying your bills. You go out, you be awesome, stay awesome, man. Come on!
Hello. All right, y'all, we about to get started. Let's get it going.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Lions and the Packers on Thursday night primetime.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, an early...
You're awesome! You're awesome!
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a
awesome
for him and his team.
Charles, Thursday night game. You think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The numbers for Gibbs from last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Gary was proving his 2021 was no fluke. Had 6 sacks in 9 games before a torn ACL ended his 2022 early. Looks like he's back in full form with plays like that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, and 4 of those picks led to the loss. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And in a flash, Aiden Hutchinson gets into the backfield and puts the quarterback on the deck. And he wasted no time embracing his role as the face of his hometown franchise as a rookie. 9.5 sacks, a surprising 3 interceptions, and Rookie of the Year runner-up mention.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this Gibbs all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Lucas Van Ness, a first-rounder from Iowa, there on the tackle. Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One of those corners who can not only cover, but they're going to get a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We always knew that 2022 was going to be something of a write-off year for Williams, who was recovering from a torn ACL. But he did play some snaps late and teased Lions fans with his lone catch, a 41-yard touchdown. They believe, and so does he, that the show begins this season.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
You're awesome!
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you look at this Packers defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding it.
And now look at this. Big game, but fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. In motion right, Dobbs. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 55 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll send Reed in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. This is 2nd and 8. On play action, Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julian Okwara showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown Packers. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They just keep trying, but so far,
finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership. And leadership.
There he goes, left side. Now inside the 25. Christian Watson, touchdown, Packers. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he loses the football the second time. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. There was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front and they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. Fighting him off. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That is caught by Laporta. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
This is taken at the 18. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games coming up this weekend. One being the kickoff to the International Series. The Falcons and Jaguars over in Wembley at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Good games in the late afternoon as well. One being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants.
Okay,
this has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Big time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Jones trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Lions first down.
To throw is Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down, Detroit.
Gibbs straight ahead, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the 50, it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's gone. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores,
but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Going up the gut, Montgomery. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for goal. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Now back with the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Patterson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. This is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now Wentz. And he is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Again, it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Wentz. Oh, that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Julian Okwara able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for them?
There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Now gone. Throw caught by Raymond. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
And the Lions first down.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Running left, Montgomery. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 74 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not themselves. It usually opens it up for other people in big games as well.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Wentz going to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Wentz to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
If In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice gain of 21 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw brought in by Watson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Play action. Now Wentz. Complete once again to Watson. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. The slot man in motion right. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle for a loss goes to Kirby Joseph, making a great play. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On play action, Wentz. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9. So that drive goes 8 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a first down throw. Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense set to take over. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And that nearly troubled it. It's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down. He's going to have the first down and then some. And down to the 27-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 15. A little over a minute and a half remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Goff on first down. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On first down, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Goff. That one too wide and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down. And how about that? A gain of 15 there on 4th and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
So a win here for the Packers. And a guy leading the way, CD, their quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football. Wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game. And his leadership, it really showed through in this one.
So for the Packers, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Franchise mode. Up next we have Colorado Brewer. Next week we got the Raiders at Los Angeles. Las Vegas. Let me see. No, we should be on. Then we got about it is superstore time.
It's Week 4 of the National Football League, and our focus is on George Pickens. Nice
The Steelers defense looking to make amends for a wretched showing last week. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 82 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defense...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Kazin, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the...
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They've got the 3-0 advantage here as this next drive starts. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up.
The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you got to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Here's Stroud. It's complete to Brown, right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Tackle made by Montravius Adams. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Stroud on 3rd down now. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored it.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this 1st down. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here.
The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw completed to Mechie. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
As Stroud now to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Stroud now on 2nd down. But he finds his target. It's Schultz. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Pierce. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They made some nice plays.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession.
They can't beat us straight up. You ready to
First and 10, it's Stroud. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A touch of time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right.
The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They hold the lead here in this third quarter, but every drive important in a one-score game as this one begins first and 10 here. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Yeah, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They've been the dominant side so far, working with it. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Pierce now up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mechie, the man in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Now Stroud. And this is caught. It's Brown. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's a 4th.
The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They're out there trying to protect this 4th quarter lead. So this a big drive as it begins 1st and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Stroud to throw it. And that will be incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning form. The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 61 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Mechie, the man in motion. Another carry for Pierce. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
3rd and 5. Play action. Stroud now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that...
The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They'll be pressured not to give up anything at all here.
Come on, baby. Get low. Show what you got. Hold it ready.
Now Stroud. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz.
What a time for Lynch defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Here's Pierce. Is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough.
Time to turn this around.
Hey, Nat, what's cooking?
I call with good news, Cap.
I like the sound of that. What kind of good news we talking?
Well, as we predicted, your play on the field this season has some high-profile brands looking to get you in their gear.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yes. The sneaker world has taken an interest in you.
Am I getting my own kicks?
I can see that in the future. But first, why don't you tell me which brand you want to rep?
Can't go wrong with a classic. I'd be happy to rep this style.
Okay, great. Let's make this happen.
Natalie Day, coming through in the clutch. Appreciate you.
Keep up the good work.
The Steelers defense ready to go to work here on this Sunday night. start out here with a jet sweep. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, be able to throw the ball to the fullback.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They lead 7-0. Trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jackson from the shotgun. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Flowers shows there that he is a student of the craft whose mentality is simply, I'm going to take the football away from defenders. A tenacious player and almost a clone of Steve Smith Sr., somebody else who had some really good seasons in Baltimore.
He's able to force his way through 1 man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on the road and chip away the time.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. But he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the...
The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They'll be looking to get off the field quickly here as this drive begins. 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. After the interception, here's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Able to fight through one tackle. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They'll be seeking a stop here for sure in the 3rd quarter of a tie football game. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Jackson. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Operating for the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic. The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They're in desperate need of a stop here, or certainly a turnover would be nice. They trail fourth quarter as this drive begins 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, run with Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. 114 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, now after all of this, hang on here, because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means he'll be 4th down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, the Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team he wants too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's down inside the 15. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. You got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they run with Edwards off the option. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were...
They didn't beat us. We beat ourselves.
Come together and get it together, guys. Come on.
We're better than this, guys.